Imagine landing at an airport with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. That's exactly what happened in July 1954 at Haneda Airport in Tokyo when a well-dressed European man stepped off a plane and presented his passport at customs. The man spoke multiple languages fluently and carried currency from several European nations, but something wasn't right. His passport was issued by a country called Taured, which no one had ever heard of. When questioned, the man became visibly frustrated, insisting that Taured was a European country between France and Spain, where Andorra is actually located. He claimed his country had existed for over 1,000 years. The mystery deepened when customs officials examined his documentation. His passport, seemingly authentic, contained stamps from various European countries and Japan from previous business trips. He carried a checkbook from an unknown bank and a driver's license issued by Taured. The man explained he was on a business trip representing a multinational company, but when officials called the Tokyo company he claimed to have a meeting with, they had never heard of him or his firm. Completely baffled, Japanese authorities decided to detain him at a nearby hotel. While they investigated, 2 guards were posted outside his room on the 15th floor with no possible means of escape. The next morning, the man had vanished without a trace. All his personal documents, which had been secured at the airport, had disappeared as well. The room was several stories high with no balcony, and the windows were sealed shut. This incident sparked numerous theories. Some suggest he was a traveler from a parallel universe who accidentally crossed dimensions. Others believe it was an elaborate hoax or a case of mistaken identity. The most intriguing aspect is that, despite extensive searches, no records of the man or the country of Taured have ever been found. What makes this story particularly compelling is its timing. The 1950s marked the beginning of commercial air travel becoming mainstream. When airport security was far less sophisticated than today, could someone have actually managed to create such convincing documentation? Or was this truly a glimpse into an alternate reality where Taured exists instead of Andorra? The case remains one of the most puzzling mysteries in modern travel history. It challenges our understanding of reality and raises questions about parallel universes. Some researchers have tried to track down official airport records from that day, but surprisingly no concrete evidence has been found. The story seems to exist primarily through second-hand accounts and newspaper clippings from the era. Even more fascinating are the similar cases that have emerged since then. People appearing with documentation from non-existent countries, speaking unknown languages, or claiming to be from places that don't exist on any map. Each case adds another layer to the mystery of the man from Taured. Whether you believe it's a true story of interdimensional travel, an elaborate hoax, or simply an urban legend, the man from Taured continues to captivate our imagination. It reminds us that even in our modern world of satellite mapping and instant communication, there are still mysteries that defy explanation. Perhaps somewhere in another dimension, Taured does exist, and a very confused Japanese customs officer is trying to explain to a traveler that Japan doesn't exist in his world.